Ladies and gentlemen, on the phone right now, I'm speaking with Linda, one of the the marketing director, I guess, for Pepsi, and all the excitement going around with Pepsi Perfect for Back to the Future. Linda, how are you?
Good. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
It's a kind of an exciting time, 30th anniversary for Back to the Future, and you guys finally put out Pepsi Perfect.
Yes, the future is now. We've been saying a lot of great Scott, we did it. So we're very excited.
Well, can I ask first, it's great that you guys finally did it for the 30th anniversary, but there's been plenty of other opportunities for 10, 15, 20, 25, whatever. How come now Pepsi finally decided, okay, we're going to give the public what they want?
Well, clearly it's a reference to the date in the movie, right? So
Right.
Marty and Back to the Future 2 specifically, which is the part of the movie franchise that Pepsi Perfect has its moment in. And as you know, the date that Marty traveled to was 10/21/15. So that is exactly why it's happening now. And we have this golden opportunity to do something for the fans, to give them something that they've been asking for quite some time. Was just too good of an opportunity to pass up.
I find it impressive that a company like Pepsi would wait, of course, for the date to make it special, but knowing well in advance, since the franchise first started, that they could put this out and make a ton of money way back then, and waiting for now to do it. They could have made so much money off of this so much sooner. How come they didn't release it before?
Yeah, I think, great question. We wanted to do it in the right way, right? I mean, this is a big moment, lots of expectation, and it takes time to do something the right way. So that's really what it was about. Despite it feeling like a long time, you can imagine how much work and love and effort it takes to do something like this. And it took a big group of people, including our design team in New York City, obviously our wonderful PR team, and a whole bunch of agencies to bring this to life in the right way, which we feel that we've done.
Now, I can't imagine that the movie company was really going to push back on this.
Yeah, Universal has been a really fabulous partner. They are, I think, very well aware of the fan love for the role of Pepsi Perfect in the movie, and obviously just more broadly, right, for such a beloved franchise.
Right.
So they've been a partner.
So when does this come out officially? So people who were not, and we'll get into New York Comic Con in just a moment, but people who weren't at New York Comic Con didn't get a chance to try to get one of these bottles here of Pepsi Perfect. When is this going to be available for everybody else?
Yeah, this is going to go on sale October 21st online.
Now, is the online through the Pepsi website, or you have different affiliations with different outfits where they can go to their websites and purchase it?
Yeah, you're going to have to go to our social channels on Instagram and Twitter to find out more details in the next coming days. For now, we're promising it's going to go live October 21st, 2015, which is when the date that Marty traveled to.
Now, for anybody who's wondering, in the movie, Pepsi Perfect is Pepsi, but it's vitamin enriched. And I don't think that's what's going on here this time around. What is the difference with this Pepsi that stands out from the other Pepsi brands?
Yeah, as you might have seen from the Comic-Con activation, we have brought back the bottle in homage to the movie. So it looks like the bottle that was depicted in the movie. You're right, it is not vitamin enriched. It is actually real sugar Pepsi that's in the product. And it tastes delicious, by the way.
I'm sure it does. Did you guys, for a moment, try to consider, like, how could we make a vitamin-enriched Pepsi?
Not when it relates to this project.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about New York Comic Con and the amazing presence that you had. There was an 80s cafe built there. There was a DeLorean. They had Wild Gunman. And it also had the spinning Pepsi logo in the counter where the Pepsi would shoot up. And what I don't know what to call the plastic container other than, the things that the banks use, when you're on your drive-through line and you shoot your checks over to the teller.
Yeah, we were so happy with the Comic-Con activation. We had such an awesome spot right in the middle of all the action. We got the official numbers from Reed Pop. As I'm sure you've heard, there were about 160,000 attendees that couldn't miss us because we were right there front and center. And we had such support for Pepsi Perfect, with the Martys lining up very early in the morning for hours waiting for their products. So it was really wonderful.
Yeah, it was insane. You guys had a perfect location right before you go to the Jurassic World entrance for New York Comic Con. So people, before they even got to the main floor, were right there at the 80s Cafe seeing the DeLorean, seeing the guys dressed up as Doc and Marty. Of course, the Pepsi Perfect stuff was everywhere. And this was the hot item. Walking around on the floor there, I heard people trying to make financial deals with people who were dressed up as Marty who got the bottles, saying, look, I'll give you $200 $200 right now if you give me the bottle. And people are like, no way. You don't know what I went through just to try to get this.
Totally. We were had a high visibility spot. You couldn't miss the beautiful video screens, which were obviously an homage to the movie. And you're totally right. We were wearing Pepsi Perfect shirts that day, and we couldn't walk the floor on our breaks without getting stopped by, at least 20 people asking if they could get a bottle. It was pretty fun.
The Pepsi Perfect bottle comes out on October 21st. The price is $20.15. You got to follow Pepsi on their social media outlets, Instagram, Twitter. I'm sure Facebook will have it, right?
Mm-hmm, that's right.
So you can find out how to get your own bottle of Pepsi Perfect, just like from Back to the Future 2. It's the exact design with the logo, the blue twist-off cap. It's in the plastic tube where it comes up through the counter. Now, I'm also understanding that there's a decorative or special kind of collector's box around this when you purchase it.
Yeah, fans will be able to see it when they order it online, but yes, it comes in a special box.
Just one question outside of Pepsi Perfect here. Going back with the history of Pepsi and its placement in television and movies, I was watching the movie Ferris Bueller the other day, and the scene where Cameron's by the pool and Ferris is in the little hot tub there. He's sitting there with a can of Pepsi right next to him. Do you have future plans with Pepsi to celebrate other anniversaries for other movies where Pepsi was involved?
Yeah, you never know what the future is going to hold for, much more into the future as far as other activations, but we have a long history of product integrations and really fun ones. So you mentioned, the Ferris Bueller one. We always have a lot of fans talking about our moment in Home Alone, obviously, right?
Right.
As well, that was a great one. And you've probably seen in the press, there's been, some talk about us having an integration in the show Empire in the near future. So product integration is just one of the ways in which we try to authentically engage with our fans. There's more to come. I don't have any specific details right now.
Well, a suggestion for you, if you do go to celebrate the next anniversary for Ferris Bueller, maybe it's an impromptu parade in Chicago doing Twist and Shout and giving out Pepsi to celebrate the movie.
Noted.
Okay, there you go. Just let me recap where everybody can get your own bottle of Pepsi Perfect here. It comes out on October 21st, the date that Marty arrives in the future. The price is $20.15. Follow PepsiCo's social media outlets for Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, etc. to find out on that day where you can go and purchase your own bottle of Pepsi Perfect. Now, it's a limited edition. How many are actually going to be available?
Like you said, it's a limited edition, and we're going to give more details to our fans on our social channels in the next couple of days. So be on the lookout.
Linda, thank you so much, and everybody at Pepsi. It was a great idea for New York Comic Con. Everybody was surprised. It's a great little keepsake. Of course, it's going to sit on everybody's mantle to say, I was there, I have this, and it's something special from Pepsi.
Great.
Linda, thank you so much. I'll talk to you again soon.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Erik.
No problem.
Take care.
All I want is a Pepsi.